local stories.
We are having an animal kind of a day here on 3+U. So Tish Gailmard from Reflection Writing just comes waltzing in the studio. And who does she wrap around her arm? But
corn snake.
That's all the name?
Yep.
Just corn snake?
Corn snake. Yeah.
Well, is it a boy or a girl?
This is a male.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a male.
He kind of got ripped off. You usually have great names for your animals.
I know, he really did get kind of ripped off. His name was just Corn.
He's very pretty.
Oh my gosh, this animal is spectacular. And he's actually toward the end of getting ready to shed. And so his colors are actually a little bit muted right now. But one reason they're called corn snakes is because of those spectacular markings on the underbelly. Looks like Indian corn that we use for fall decoration.
Yeah. You know, we've had a day of markings. So Pet Placement Center was here earlier this morning, and they have this cat named Wisteria. And her markings, her colorings are very similar.
Beautiful.
I guess all of nature finds a way to tie it back into nature.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a huge proponent of that. You look at native wildlife and you see parts of nature in them. I mean, one of his MOs is to hang out in the leaves.
Well, yeah, you can see.
And look how beautiful his camouflage is.
Okay, I know we're going to talk about some things like your Campfire Concert Series. There's one this Friday and then 2 more.
Yes.
We're talking that your greenhouses are open.
Yes.
This is your planting time.
Yes, absolutely.
So for him, what does he eat? Corn?
So he's going to eat mostly rats and mice. He's going to eat other small mammals. He would eat another snake. He would eat a small bird. He would eat eggs.
I'm curious, because usually when they're here with you, they're kind of coiling, just coiling and coiling. I've never seen one touch your leg quite the way he did. So is he feeling your warmth? Does it tickle when his tongue?
Yes, he's feeling my warmth. He spent the night with me last night, and then coming down this morning in the box in my car, he's a little cold. And so when snakes are cold, they're very inactive. So he's just hanging out right now, grabbing the warmth from my body. That's why he's wrapped around me.
You've turned him so that he can see you, but the camera can't. Well, hold on, maybe, yeah, turn him.
There we go.
Because his tongue is constantly going. So
yes.
Is that his sensory?
Well, so you can see that tongue moving in and out and in and out. He's smelling. He uses his tongue to smell. He doesn't have a nose. And so to smell what's going on, he flicks his tongue in and out and in and out. He grabs air with that forked tongue, and then he brings it back and puts it in the roof of his mouth. And there's something in the roof of his mouth called a Jacobson's organ. And that senses the air and tells him what's out there.
How did we figure that out?
I do not know, but isn't it cool?
Yes.
It's so cool.
And now his eyes are very glassed over. Is that typical of all snakes?
No, and let me tell you what's going on. So he has cataracts. My snake friend here is over 20 years old.
Corn.
He is a very, very old snake, and I've been working with him his entire life, and he actually has cataracts. So animals that are under human care really get such tremendous care that they end up living a lot longer, and then they develop things that they normally would never have a chance to develop because they'd be deceased. So he actually has cataracts.
So you said he is, so you don't treat those though?
We don't. We could, but we don't because of his age.
Sure. So does that make his relying on that sense of smell all the more important?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and they do see well, but their vision is not incredibly great. So they're going to rely on that sense of smell a lot.
They're getting ready to hibernate, aren't they?
Yes, and the correct word is brumation. So what they do is, instead of hibernating like a true hibernator, and only bats and groundhogs are true hibernators in our area. Body temperature has to drop super low to be a true hibernator. He goes into something called brumation, and it's where he gets just really sluggish and slow for the winter. He's going to hang out in something called a hiberniculum, which could be leaf pile, log pile, cave, and he's just going to lay low, but he's not going to eat all winter long.
Wow.
When he's cold, he cannot eat. His body cannot digest what he eats.
So is he going to try to eat more now to prepare?
He doesn't do that. He doesn't go into that phasia stage like bears do.
Okay.
He can just eat normally and then lay low for the winter. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing. Is the winter January, February? Is the winter like the first frost until?
Usually when the temperatures drop below 50 for a low consistently, they begin to start slowing down.
Okay.
Our snakes at Reflection Riding, they typically stop eating late October, early November, and then they wake up to eat April, May, sometimes late May.
Okay, wait, I hadn't thought about this before, but you have the ability at Reflection Riding to offset the seasons, but you don't do that.
We don't do it. We let our animals go through their normal phases of life.
Good.
So they are in their enclosures, but their enclosures are along an exterior wall, so they feel the temperatures of outside. So we let them go through a natural brumation process.
Are we going to be seeing them, like where would we see them then? Maybe in our yards or just in the woods?
Either place. You could see this animal just about anywhere. And remember, he's going to hang out in the leaf litter and wait for something to go by, and then he's going to strike and eat.
Okay.
So the beautiful coloration is his excellent camouflage.
And please don't hurt one.
Oh my gosh,
please
y'all.
don't hurt one.
Please don't. These animals are critically important to our environment, holding down our vermin.
He's sweet.
Oh, he's so sweet. He has the nicest personality.
People laugh at me. I tell so many people about the snakes you bring on, and I'll say they're this, you can see it in their face how sweet they are. And my friends look at me like I'm crazy, but it's true.
It's true. And they all have distinct personalities. You know, some of my other snakes are much more wiggly. He's older, he's calmer. I work with him all the time, and we just have a great rapport.
I didn't help you much with the plants that are for sale at the greenhouse, but go find for yourself. This is planting time. So go get some native plants and put them in your yard while you can. Don't forget the Campfire Concert Series. And if you don't have a membership yet, get one. reflectionriding.org.
Awesome.
Sweet corn.
He is. He's so sweet.
He's cold.
Yep, he's cold. He would really like to climb down my shirt.
You trust Local 3 Storm Alert Chief Meteorologist David Carnes for accurate forecasts, local experience with heart and humor. That's why he's been chosen as Best TV Personality. Count on David Carnes and the Local 3 Storm Alert team. They care about keeping you safe.
We're the insiders, and winning car wreck cases is what we do.
Check out these big wins.
I broke some ribs, and they got me $250,000. How about you?
I had a head injury, and they got me $650,000.